Hi, it's Alan here from Build Tough Australia. We're up here in sunny Queensland on the Sunshine Coast at the site of our latest build. What makes this site of particular interest is this is an example of TuffBlock used as an intermediary support. What does that mean? That means that TuffBlock will be used in conjunction with traditional in-ground concrete footings like what you're seeing today.
So we've got an 8x4 metre deck where we're going to use 7 in-ground concrete posts with 36 TuffBlocks. So let's go have a look.
One of the first things you need to consider before starting a decking project is site preparation. So prior to this, there was a pool here. It's now been filled with some decomposed granite with a top layer of sand, nice and tightly compacted, and we're ready to go.
When used in conjunction with traditional in-ground concrete footers, you can combat shifting ground whilst benefiting from reduced materials and labour, leading to quicker install times.
So this particular deck build, we're looking to build an 8x4 metre deck coming away from the house to create a wonderful backyard oasis. Dyna bolted in is the ledger board, working away to 7 in-ground concrete posts, and we're going to use 18 joists to fill it up before putting our decking materials on. One of the most important considerations you need to take in mind when building a deck, in particular low-level decks or decks that are close to the ground or in contact with the ground, is your timber selection. I'm going to take you through some of the durability class considerations you need to think of when building.
Now this is a Queensland build, so they need to follow the QBCC guidelines. The 3 most important classifications to remember are H3, H4 and H5. H3 treated pine is suitable for above ground use only, whereas H4 and H5 can come in contact with the ground. So in this instance, they've used H4 for the joists and H5 for the posts.
Now, due to the homeowner's proximity to the beach, they've gone to extra steps to ensure the life of their deck. That starts with using stainless steel joist hangers, 316 stainless steel with 316 stainless steel nails. In this particular instance for the posts, they've used hot dip galvanized fasteners. They've gone to an extra step of using a zinc coating to protect against corrosion. Now, to achieve the maximum life of your deck, you really want to consider sealing all your cuts. Now, that includes your joists and your posts. Now, in this particular instance, whilst there are a number of different waterproofing systems, they've used a bitumen paint sealant, and this should help them achieve the absolute maximum life of the deck.
With all the preparation now complete, we can begin to lay our joists. The joists have been laid out at 450 centres with 2 TuffBlocks per joist being used. Be sure to check your span tables to work out how many intermediaries you'll need per joist.
All right, so we're midway through the project right now. So if you see here, we've got the 7 in-ground concrete posts with the joist running straight to a ledger board at the house, and TuffBlock's a perfect example of how it can be used as an intermediary device. It's spanned over 1.4 with 450mm centres, so the 18 joists are covered by 36 TuffBlocks, and it's, as I said, a perfect example of how TuffBlock can be used with a traditional in-ground concrete footing.
TuffBlocks are the perfect solution for low-profile deck builds, and with the right ventilation and termite protection, can build as low as 165mm. Now let's see how it turned out. The homeowners have chose composite boards, which are a great choice given the location of the build, and this should prevent warping, weathering and fading over the long term. Well, that's another successful build, and we're delighted for the owners and their new backyard oasis. So next time you're thinking about building a deck, consider how TuffBlocks can be used in combination with traditional methods to give you peace of mind and to free up your time on your next project.